Hello and welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I am your hostess with the mostest, the shaman of ShElite, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay Bay.
Baby! I had to do it a little extra enthusiastic this time.
Emphasis on the Bay Bay.
Absolutely. We had to do it for today, especially.
Of course, of course. Join with me, of course, my lovely co-host, the young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire-breathing, the Rhodes family eating the spice of life, the sassiest senorita that I know, the hangman Adam Page, to my widow Adam Cole, baby.
Baby! I gotta emphasize it twice.
Miss White Garcia, Savannah, na. How you doing?
What's up, Katie? Oh my god. Obviously after watching Dynamite yesterday, really good. But holy shit, has it been a week for wrestling fans. It's been a week, to say the least.
What a week.
Yes.
You know how I started my week?
How did you start your week, Katie? Oh shit! The red hair. It is red, right? I'm not
Yes.
colorblind.
It is red. The lighting, for some reason, decides to make it look purple. But yes, I re-dyed my hair.
I see more like a maroon. I guess that's technically purple, but yeah, like a maroon, mahogany, burgundy kind of.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
But still, it's great.
Yeah, it's not the same color I dyed it in. I got a holy shit. Yeah, I know. Surprise. That's why I was wearing the hat. I didn't even show Savannah this time. Last time she knew when I dyed my hair.
Yeah, I saw last time, and nope. Katie
Nope.
now keeps secrets from me too. I'm just kidding.
I needed a nice reveal. I did the Sasha Banks reveal. Yeah, that's.
You should have worn a wig.
I don't have a wig.
Of your actual hair. I know, right? A wig that looks like your regular hair.
Well, because, like, my hair was, like, starting to turn back to brown. And I was just like, well, I don't want this. So I went, got some hair dye, Monday, re-dyed it. And I love this color so much more than the one I just did. So I took a picture of the box. And when this fades, I will be doing it again. Thank you all very much for the compliments. Please boost my ego, my self-esteem.
Maybe one of these days I'll have a hair reveal. Except it'll just be like, boop. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know yet.
Thinking about cutting it?
No, coloring it. I would never
coloring
cut my
it,
hair.
okay.
Yeah, I would never. How could you? I would never do that.
Well, you, like, held it up. I assumed
I meant, like,
it was, like, cutting it.
I guess, true. I would have done the tips. Like, I want to color the tips. That's why I would just be like, boop. But no, I actually fun and probably crazy fact for some people. I'm actually growing it out because I last year I cut like 7 inches off,
Yeah,
and I actually really missed the. And then I actually really missed those 7 inches. I was like looking at old like merch pics and like videos and stuff with me, and I was like, man, my hair was a lot longer, and I kind of miss it that way. So I'm growing my hair out again.
I get you. I understand. Savannah can rock red hair, to be honest, says Jesus.
Yeah. Maybe not the full head, but again, I've never dyed my hair before. So again, I would just start off with the tips. Maybe I could do like my hair color to like Katie's, like in an ombre. That actually sounds really cool. I'm like,
listen, dyeing your hair is fun. I didn't really start dyeing my hair, and it was just like, I went a shade darker once, and then I was just like, no, let's do some red and purple, and here we are.
Hey, there you go. It takes only one time.
Oh yeah, it's a great time. But we're not here to talk about my new hair, my Sasha Banks reveal, if you will.
As awesome as it is.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're here to talk about wrestling, and my fucking god, what a week we have had, ladies and gents. Children of all ages. Yeah. I'm going to save the majority of stuff for last, because there are certain things that connect that have happened throughout this week, so I'm going to make that the last point, because there's a lot. But a special congratulations to Speedball Mike Bailey for winning the Battle of Los Angeles, or BOLA, in PWG this past weekend. Congrats to him.
Yep.
Also, congratulations are in order to Ricochet and Smith Irwin.
I saw that thing. They're engaged.
They are engaged. I'm very happy for them. They're cute. I'm about it. We love love, so...
Yes, we do.
It's cute. It's cute. There's a lot happening. Carl Fredericks, this was a New Japan boy, has apparently signed with WWE. I do not know him. I've heard the name once.
See, I know him, but I don't know him that well because he was on New Japan Strong, which I've watched close to nothing of. I've watched New Japan Strong maybe 4 times altogether.
Okay.
Um, and it was same reason I started watching Noah. So like, try and watch Noah, but New Japan Strong, I'm sorry, you're probably gonna have to get shafted because even then I just couldn't really get into it. Maybe I will get into it, but who knows? Right now is just not that time.
I mean, perhaps. Oh god, where else am I? I'm trying to like ignore all the things that are connecting.
I'm gonna open my sparkly water in the meantime.
On NXT New Year's Evil, we did see quite a few returns. Back in NXT for the first time in several years, Jinder Mahal back with Veer. With Veer. No, Shanky. I lied. No, not Shanky. Fuck. Sangha. God. There's too many. There's too many names. There's too many names. So he's back. Jinder Mahal's back. Then Gallus. So that's Wolfgang, whatever his name is, and Joe Coffey from NXT UK. They're back from their suspension. So they're going after the tag titles, obviously, because they beat Pretty Deadly. Then Tiffany Stratton came back. She was the one who was like the model for the countdown to New Year's, which as soon as you saw the blonde hair, you knew. Which, that's fine. I forgot how high her voice was. Like, it's high-pitched, crazy high-pitched. Like, she looks like she would have a, like, squeaky voice, but it was, like, much squeakier than I anticipated. And I was like, I've heard you talk before, when I don't remember you sounding like this. So I was just a little confused. So we had, like I said, a lot of people coming up on New Year's Evil, and they set up some stuff for Vengeance Day next month, which is their first one outside of the CWC Performance Center, whatever they're actually calling this one now. This is going to be their first takeover PLE, whatever you want to call it, outside of that arena. So, very excited for that. I mean, we're getting a steel cage at that event now. So, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff right there. A Super Card of Honor, Ring of Honor still a thing.
Is it now?
According to Tony Khan, it is, yes. That'll be happening on March 31st, and he said that the AEW talent and talent from, quote, around the world will also be a part of it. What that means, I don't know. I'm not a Ring of Honor guy. I'm not working for Tony Khan, so I have...
Actually, he wasn't even Booker of the Year. I can't even say that anymore, because Triple H, by Mr. He Who Must Not Be Named on WON, said claimed, at least in his opinion, Triple H to be Booker of the Year. So I'm like, I can't even say that anymore, because Tony Khan... Or I guess I'm still not Booker of the Year, but I can't use it as a joke for Tony Khan.
I mean, because... the fact that he was a 2-time Booker of the Year just, pisses me off. It's like, Tony Khan wasn't doing anything. Like, AEW was, kind of just... plateauing for a while. But...
I will admit, as much as I love AEW, it was a lot of just, I guess, what kind of kept what kept it going, if you will, what kind of really kind of kept it on top where it was a lot of the debuts and returns.
Yes.
I caught myself a lot, especially in 2021, with the exception of Kenny and Hangman's feud, but moments like that where I was just okay, I'll watch for that, but everything else I'm not really going to pay attention to. Now it's different. I actually watched all of yesterday's Dynamite. It was actually a really good card. But, yeah, I see what you mean. That's basically my point.
Yeah, I mean, yes, yesterday specifically, that definitely probably got morale back up for a lot of people for AEW. But before we get to what happened there, Johnny Gargano is injured. They said it on Raw. He hurt his shoulder, ironically enough, at a house show in Toronto, which is when he came back and where he came back. So he's out about 5 to 6 weeks, give or take, is what he said, the doctor said. So when Oh man, that means Johnny's gonna miss the Rumble.
I know.
No. Fuck. I just thought of that now.
Yeah,
No.
and there's no doubt in my mind he was gonna be in it, or was yeah, he was gonna be in it had he
Damn
not
it.
gotten injured.
Ah, that just made me sad. Fuck. I love Johnny. No. Man.
Who doesn't love Johnny?
You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't. There's some Johnny Gargano haters out there. I mean, I get it. He's not for everybody. He's a small boy. But, like, he's our small boy.
Yeah.
He's Johnny Wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Also, happy birthday to Luna Vachon. I don't know how old she would have been today. I didn't look it up. But I did see that it was her birthday.
Dang,
WWE Hall of Famer, Luna Vachon, as she should be. Also, if you haven't watched, like, the Dark Side of the Ring episode with her, or about her, I highly suggest everyone check it out. It's very interesting to watch. Definitely, like, the thing I liked about Dark Side of the Ring was, like, you get the peek behind the curtain.
Exactly. But
So,
now who knows how that's gonna be like?
Listen. We'll get there in a sec. Your boys came back. The 3-1, which guys, let's be real here. We knew.
We did know, but it was still cool to see. I knew there would be, honestly, the entire Best of 7 series would have made absolutely no sense. It would have no reason if the Elite was going to come back and win. If they were going to win, they should have just won at full gear, you know? But we knew, but I'm glad, you know? It was good to see. It hits different when you actually see it. But yeah, my guys are now the 2-time AEW Trios champs. Hell of a match on Dynamite. It was a little rushed, I will say, but it's because they had, by the time everything was set up after entrances and everything, they had like maybe like 15 minutes.
Which, like, at that point, Tony's said on occasion, oh, this match will go on as long as it needs to, and, like, cut into the show after, but it went like a minute.
It went like 3 minutes after the top of the hour. For me, it's 8, you guys, it's 10, but, like, it went 3 minutes after. I was like, dude, like, I wish they would mean it. Like, they always say, we're staying here until the match is over, and like, the match always somehow ends. And, like, yeah, you're not gonna stay because the match will be over by 8 o'clock.
You're literally lying. But yeah, it's Tony Khan's
liar. But yeah. But I was like, even if you just get, like, 15 minutes of extra TV time, like, if you're able to get 30 minutes of no commercials like they did back in, like, what, 2019, 2020, when Pac and Omega had that 30-minute Iron Man match. It was completely commercial free. If you can do that, I'm pretty sure you can afford, like, at least, like, 10 to 15 minutes of extra airtime. It won't hurt anyone.
I mean, probably not anymore, because he has to pay probably buttloads of money to use Carry On Wayward Son every week. That song's not cheap.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know, but even before then, I'm not just talking about, like, the Elite's match. I'm talking about, like, any match before, like, Carry On Wayward Son became their theme song. Like, who knows? Maybe the EVPs are paying for that. I don't know, but, like, again, like mentioned, we always talk about, they always say, oh, you know, we will go as long as we need, but there's no need because it always ends. So magically, by some miracle, the match happens to end right before the top of the hour.
I know. It's crazy. I was actually, the first Dynamite that was in Pittsburgh, it was, I think ironically enough, Mox and Pac in the final match, and TV ended, and the match was just, like, considered done.
I think I remember that. I was so confused. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I was like,
I witnessed that. I was just like, we all were just like, boo. How you gonna
Because, like, did they, like, just stop the match? They're just like, all right, we're not on air anymore.
And
I mean,
I think it
could have.
Oh god,
Rampage wasn't even a thing yet. You could have just finished the match off air at the very least. Spoilers and results would have been tweeted all over the place anyway, so everyone would have known what would have happened.
I think that ended in, like, a double count out or something, and then they just proceeded to beat the shit out of each other after the fact. But then they were filming Dark after too.
Oh, so this is when they filmed Dark after, not before the show.
I think they did both. Again, it's been a while. But I think that's when they did both. So, like, they filmed, like, a few matches beforehand, all of Dynamite, and then a few matches after. And this is also when it wasn't like 17 matches on Dark.
I was gonna say they kind of, as far as I've seen, they kind of backtrack just a little bit. Like instead of like almost 20 matches, maybe it's a little bit over 10,
I feel
but
like that's
still,
still too many.
well, it is. But I'm just saying they've dialed it down just a little, which I mean,
A little.
because that just a little bit, just a little bit.
There was a lot of promos that took up a lot of time last night, and all of them were due to, with the exception of somebody who came back last night. Now, Savannah
Yes.
got to gush about
Yes, I
the
did. Yes, I
Elite.
did. But now, Katie, go ahead. Like, don't even. Go
Look at
ahead.
him.
Oh,
You're watching the
look
videos
at
now,
him.
guys. Look at him. He came back.
Look at that. He's back,
I have been
baby.
waiting 6 months, like Adam Cole said. Adam Cole Bebe returned. The man, the myth, the legend. He came back last night, to everyone's surprise, the biggest pop of the night. This man had everyone fooled. He said, I have good news and bad news. And, like, he proceeded to tell the story about how he's been dealing with severe neck issues and shoulder issues after Forbidden Door. And how he couldn't even, like, go in car rides without throwing up. He wasn't able to go on planes because Britt tweeted something today. He wasn't, like, he was only allowed to go for, like, a light walk. And he, like, didn't know what was happening to himself. And it was just, there was a lot of emotions. And then he was like, well, here's the bad news. And then he's like, but it's not for me. It's for everyone in the AEW locker room. And everybody exploded. And, dude, this man's a total legit story. So I know Matt was happy about that. He said story time, and here's a story. And the fact that he's back as a babyface, which, like, Cole as a babyface hits different for some reason. So I'm all about it. Do I kind of want him to maybe align himself with the Kingdom? And that's what a lot of people speculated was going to happen after Elite 1, was Cole was going to come out, screw them, join the Kingdom kind of thing. I would have preferred House of Black, but that's not here or there. But, like, I sobbed. Listen, this was like when Bailey, Dakota, Io showed up at SummerSlam. This was like Johnny and Candice coming back, like, out of nowhere. Like, this was for me. They did this one for me, ya boy. So, I am very happy with everything that happened last night in regards to Mr. Adam Cole. Baby!
Call an ambulance, but not for me. Yeah, that's basically what Adam said. That's basically the promo in short. Call an ambulance, but not for me.
That meme was everywhere last night. I was dying. I was laughing so hard.
This motherfucker had me scared. I was like, oh my god, because he said good news and bad news. I was like, oh boy, here we go. And then of course, like, not that I don't think this is good news, so I think it is. I'm glad that he said that he had a new appreciation for life and stuff. I'm like, okay, that is good news. I'm glad you do have a new appreciation for life. Appreciation for life. But he's not like, that's like, it's not like, oh, I'm cleared and stuff. Like, that wasn't the, like, you know, I was ready for him to say, well, here's the bad news, and then, like, retirement speech ensues. I was ready for that. I was like, Adam Cole, please don't do it. But no, he swerved all of us.
If he would have retired, I told Savannah during the pre-show, I would not have done the show tonight. Like, I don't get emotionally attached to many people or wrestlers in general. Adam Cole's, my name is literally Katie Kinsey Bay for a reason.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like,
so, like,
it's on brand.
It's very on brand for your girl here. Yeah, so that was fun. That was a big fun time. Now let's get to
oh boy.
The fun.
I'll just take a sip of the sparkling water.
So, Vince McMahon, y'all remember when he retired, quote unquote retired, on my birthday last year?
Yes, Katie, I do remember when you retired, quote unquote, on your birthday last year.
Whoa, guess who's back? Vince McMahon is back on the board of directors, and after his daughter Stephanie McMahon steps down and resigns from her positions, plural. Uh, Nick Khan is, I believe, sole CEO, but Vince returned to chairman of the board. Um, one thing I want to bring up before I get to the other stuff that happened with this. Steph stepping down could have been a multitude of reasons. We are all just speculating as to why she fully resigned. Mind you, she didn't even want to be in this position in the first place. She was taking time off.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden she was kind of wrangled back in.
She got shoved into the position because her dad can't keep it in his pants, basically. So, that very well could have been a reason as to why, well, she said, Daddy's back. I guess I'll just go on my vacation and hang out with my kids and take care of my husband. Peace out, bitches. It very well could have been she didn't want to work with Vince. There's a lot of speculation and rumors as to why she fully stepped down and resigned. But the amount of love and support that Steph got from the people, we love girl boss energy. That's what Steph gave. That's what Steph was.
Yeah.
Steph was
girl
the
boss, honestly.
ultimate girl boss. Roman Reigns, gaslighting girl boss. Stephanie McMahon, just girl boss.
Yeah, basically. I was pretty sad to see Steph resigning because, again, she's done a lot, not just for the company, but for, like, the women of the company. So I just only hope that,
It continues.
Yeah, well, like, I just hope that, like, the women's division doesn't deteriorate because of this. I hope that the company, as far as creative control and how, like, the storyline is being presented, I hope none of that deteriorates because, again, we just got a turnaround. We just started getting so much better stuff when Triple H came in to take over. So I hope this isn't taking a really big step back, as far as the storyline. Because they just started getting their mojo back, with Triple H taking the reins of creative control.
Yeah.
So I'm just worried overall. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
The Royal Rumble's coming up. The Royal Rumble, which is my favorite pay-per-view for the WWE, it's coming up, man. I love me the Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank. I'm like, God damn it, man. Like, of all times, like, I want this pay-per-view to be so good. And now we don't know. It's kind of up in the air now how that's going to be.
Oh, yeah. And Allison said maybe Vince is gonna do the reverse of what he did to get the company, sell it to her, or to bring it back to the family. Now, I'm glad she brought that up because Twitter exploded the other day.
Yeah.
They said, mind you, a Reddit post. I know you're all hearing me correctly.
The most reliable source. Everyone's go-to source. And it's on Reddit, it must be true.
Reddit, and the username was like Kermit something or other. Yeah, so Kermit the fucking Frog posted on Reddit saying WWE has been sold. People took that. The journalists took that, balled it up, fucking took it, ran.
They didn't run. They fucking sprinted like their life depended on it. I ran by a flock of seagulls. Like, I ran so far away.
It's a great song.
That's them.
Great song.
It is a great song. And that's what they did. That's what they did with this random ass Reddit thread from Kermit the Frog.
It wasn't even a thread. It was just one post. That's all it said.
Yeah, not even a thread.
And then, what's up, Just? How you doing?
What's up, Justin?
So, you had the vague tweets from journalists. Big news coming. Something's imminent.
Oh my god!
Mind you, they're not saying anything. And with that, and then it became WWE has sold to Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Justin. The SIR. Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. I have a screenshot or something. That's why I looked. So everyone was just immediately just like, well, here goes everything for the women. Here goes Sami Zayn. People, again, overreacted, took it, ran. Then...
That's why I didn't say anything about it. I was just like, oh, would you look at that? But, like, again, it seemed like it's a very very big story. It again, I just wanted to hear it from like WWE themselves to know that like this is happening. It
Yeah.
was just a very big story. I'm like, I can't. It's like there's so I'm not gonna lie. There's some journalists who I kind of like rely on just for like some information, like especially like medical updates on wrestlers. But like with stuff like that, I'm like, no, there's no way. Like, I can't trust nobody.
Mm-mm.
Trust unless it comes from the source itself, aka like in this case the WWE. Like unless they tweeted something, then okay, then you obviously you can't beat that those facts because it's from themselves.
Exactly. And like what I said to a few people, I was like, I'm not saying shit until I hear from a credible news source or WWE themselves, like you said. And so, people kept talking about it all night. And then um Ariel Helwani, which ow, he is usually very good with like breaking news and everything like that. He tweets, and this was when I was just like, okay, I trust him. I trust his source because he's legit like one of the
Yeah.
best people. Contrary, this is what the tweet says. I screenshotted it. Contrary to reports stating otherwise last night, there is no deal in place at this precise moment for WWE to be sold to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund or any entirety, sources say. The organization is still exploring all options, I'm told, and then he put developing. And then underneath that, it's worth noting that the original tweet stating it was a done deal has since been deleted. Because y'all put your foot in your mouths. Point blank, period. As you've done in the past with this shit. And then, like, there's so many different options they can go to. And mind you, this was all in the span of like 2 days. With like Vince coming back, Steph resigning, not retiring, resigning. Well, Steph resigning and this supposed deal that never happened was all the same day.
Yeah.
Like, those were
Crazy
two
day.
big things back to back. And then there's more to the story, guys, with this company. So after WWE was not apparently sold, Vince McMahon got a class action lawsuit filed against him.
I saw that too. Oh my god.
So I screenshotted this one as well.
A shareholder, right?
A shareholder is suing Vince McMahon in Delaware. I don't know why that was necessary to know. Accusing him of wielding his 81% voting control to impose his will on WWE illegally. Cites board changes, threats to interfere with media rights. Now, it is worth noting that once Vince joined the board again, 3 people left. I think it was like 3 to 5 people left, and Vince brought in like 3 people with him who originally were like his go-to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, which if you look at it like that, shady. I understand, and like that's what we said last week when we found out Vince was like back or coming back, that he just wants like the rights to sell, which is kind of what they're doing right now, like trying to get everything together to sell. I think they're trying to sell by like the middle of this year, end of this year, which they're kind of close with the mid at least. But like he wanted control of media rights and sales and deals that they're going to have with other companies because those are coming up soon, like renewals and stuff like that. So like I get it. It's all a business thing. I don't understand business. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you guys saying I understand business because I don't. I am not a shareholder. I don't understand stocks. I am just a 26-year-old who has a wrestling podcast and has to talk about this shit because the people want to know. And I give as much information as I have and that I understand and that I know. So, with that, to recap all of that, Vince is back on the board, possibly chairman. That I can't actually remember. Steph, gone. Hi, Matt. Steph, gone. She said, peace out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No deal to Saudi Arabia. Let's emphasize that again. No deal has been made.
Close the box.
And Vince is getting sued by a shareholder on top of all the other lawsuits and things he has. My oh my. Good job, Vince. My God.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Mandy Rose went on a talk show and talked about everything with her fan time page and how she didn't. I suggest just going to watch it. I feel like it's all up on YouTube already at this point. This was earlier in the week because I didn't write down little notes about it. Things I remember: never say never to her returning. She would consider taking the page down if she would return. Confirmed she made over like $1 million in that first month, which get your money, queen, as you should. Oh, match just picked up a PS5. Nice. Adam Cole saved wrestling. Facts. Yeah, so I highly suggest everyone go check out Mandy Rose on. I can't remember what show it is either. There's a lot happening this week. I tried my best, guys. There's a lot going on. So yeah, that's all the news and rumors I have. Do you have anything?
No. I'm just really tired. I don't know why I just got really tired all of a sudden, but I'm okay. And no, I don't have any news and rumors for myself.
Oh, I do have one. LOL at everyone thinking Mercedes Moné was going to show up on Dynamite. You're all fools.
Oh,
Just saying.
I don't know. I didn't know if that was considered news.
It's not. I just think it's funny because people really hype themselves up.
Again, like, I don't want to call anyone fools, but like, all I want to say is like, really, you genuinely believed that she was gonna show up. Like, okay, maybe showing up is one thing, but people thought she was gonna be like with Saraya, and I was like, dude, she showed up on New Japan like as this massive heel. Why would she go accompany a babyface, like a top babyface in the women's division?
That's what I said.
There's no way. So I wasn't expecting her. As cool as that would have been, I wasn't expecting her. And then sure enough, actually I saw this on Twitter. Someone who was there. Oh, it was actually Denise Salcedo. She's a journalist.
Yeah.
She tweeted saying that the lights went out for a good while right after the women's match. And then when they came back on, they just showed the Rampage graphic and that people were pissed. I'm like, I don't know why you were like.
I thought it was before the women's match, and then that's why people thought it was Mercedes.
I read after the match.
I remember seeing that tweet. I just can't remember if she said before or after.
Yeah, let me check really quick.
And the show was Tamara Hall. Thank you, Allison. So that's where Mandy Rose was, if anyone wanted to check that out. But yeah, I literally said she wasn't gonna show up. Like, everyone fantasy booked too hard. It's all because Britt said I'm the boss and winked. That Jesus said it was after someone had posted a video under Denise's tweet.
There you go. Thank you, Jesus. Now I didn't have to look for it.
This is why we have Jesus in the chat.
Yeah, right? I should have just asked him from the beginning before I went on Twitter myself.
That's okay. Did your best. Alright, so now we'll get to today in women's wrestling history. Woohoo. Here we go.
Yeah.
NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool. This was the first NXT UK TakeOver. There was a dark match. Ginny defeating Isla Dawn. And then, to crown a new NXT UK Women's Champion, Toni Storm defeated Rhea Ripley.
Rhea motherfucking Ripley.
Rhea motherfucking Ripley. As we should.
I remember watching that match and I heard it was really good and like, I was gonna say something. Toni Storm was the inaugural champ, no? And Rhea Ripley had defeated her for the title. Oh, no. No, yeah, I think so. I think she was the champ, the inaugural champ. And then Rhea Ripley defeated her. And then Toni finally got it back. I could be wrong. Jesus, fact check me.
I like wrote about it when I did the thing for Rhea. So like I can't remember. I don't have it up right now.
I could have sworn, but again, I could be wrong. But I did watch. That's beside the point. The point is, I did watch the match, and it was really good.
Yes.
And you know, it's crazy to see like how where each of them are now. You have Rhea Ripley, basically. No offense to Finn Balor, but Rhea Ripley's the leader of Judgment Day. Let's be real.
She 100% is. Rhea Ripley was the inaugural champion. So this
Oh,
was
okay.
Tony taking it off of Rhea for the first
There
time.
you go.
This was
There you
Tony's
go.
first win, or title win on top of that. Don't
There
worry,
you go.
Jesus, I got it.
Yeah, Katie took care of it. Thanks, though. But yeah, the really good match, and it's crazy, but also really cool to see where they're at. Because, like I said, Rhea Ripley is the leader of Judgment Day. I don't care what anyone says; it's true. And Toni Storm is now in AEW, just kind of team with Saraya. She was the women's champion at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, good on both of them.
How the turns tabled, crazy.
Yeah, how the
Uh,
turns table.
Now we're on to wrestlers of the week. I believe you went first last week,
Yes, I did.
so I will go first. I'm gonna start with tag teams because crazy.
That's just how it is.
It's just how it is at this
Wait,
point. Um, I'm gonna give it to Street Profits. Much respect needs to be put on both of them, but also you gotta put some respect on Angelo Dawkins. That man can go. People are saying if they break up, Montez is gonna be the star, which Montez Ford is a star in his own right. That is nothing against him, but you also gotta give respect to Angelo Dawkins because that man can fucking go, and he'd be fantastic by himself if big if they ever split, and they never should because
I'm gonna say I don't think they should. I love them as a team. They're made. Like, you can't get any better than Street Profits.
like the theme hits, and we'll talk about themes soon. Don't worry, guys. Like their theme, they bring the swag like nobody can. I'm just saying. But like the match was good against Judgment Day. They had Judgment Day running the gauntlet, basically, and then Finn got hurt. Prison Dom came into the match.
Prison Dom. Have you seen the memes of Prison Dom looking like Prison Mike?
Oh, 100%.
That's probably why he called him Prison Dom.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, Prison Dom has a spot on the thumbnail this week, don't worry.
His freaking teardrop tattoo.
Yeah, it's absurd.
He has a body count now.
It's all ridiculous at this point. It's all ridiculous.
But like, I know, but it's also kind of comical. I think it's just the stupid shit that makes me laugh. That's one of them. I'm like, oh my god, he's back with a fucking teardrop tattoo.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's like outrageous, but like it's
and then yeah, this is babyface Dom, not to be confused with, like babyface as in like good guy. I'm talking about babyface as like he's got a baby
child.
face.
Looks like a child.
Yeah,
looking like an actual child. But yeah, so
he looks like. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say just like Profits. I didn't expect Judgment Day to win. High key, not gonna lie. Hi again, Matt.
What's up, Matt?
But like, Profits put up a hell of a fight in the match, and the only reason they won is because Rhea assisted. Because, well, the reason Judgment Day won is because Rhea assisted. So like,
yeah.
You know what? I just love the Street Profits, and
that's your pick. It is your pick.
Yeah, and like they could. I'm just saying, like they very well could be one of the people to possibly take belts off Usos when the time comes, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So that is my tag team, is the Street Profits. Savannah, I wonder who your tag team's gonna be.
Oh wow, Katie, I wonder who my tag team's gonna be too. Nothing big that happened, nope. Almost 24 hours ago.
No idea what you're talking about.
Just kidding. Yes, we talked about it earlier. Your new trios champions, the elite. They're the 2 times trios champions. They never lost the titles. People are bitching about it on Twitter, and it just makes me cackle because it's like, cry me a motherfucking river, you babies. They're the champs. I don't give a shit what you have to say. As Nick Jackson would say, read it and mother effing weep. They're the champs. Well deserved. Hell of a match. Also massive props to Death Triangle because, like I say, it takes 2 to tango. It took both teams.
Takes 6.
Put on a great, 2 teams in this case to make. It took both teams putting all of their absolute all into this entire series, which I thought was really good. I kind of felt like I was watching a pay-per-view. I was like, dude, I'm waiting for the media scrum after this. But really good match. They're the champions. I'm a happy elite camper right now. Of course, I wore the shirt. I'm wearing the headband. So, of course, my tag team of the week goes to the elite.
Matt put throwing up emoji, and then that's not a tag team, that's a trio. Trio's
Oh,
not
boo-hoo,
eligible.
boo-hoo, boo-hoo, Matt, cry me a river. You're just like all the other people on Twitter crying about
I
it.
think it's
And
funny
it's funny.
that he
It's
said
funny.
trios. He's like, then he had to like put the little asterisk next to trios not
You have to
eligible.
correct yourself. Yeah, I get you. I mess up all the time when I argue. I mess shit up and then they're making fun of me for messing up. And then I'm like,
It's a
no,
mood.
that's not my point.
It's a mood.
That's not my point. But yeah,
It's
boo-hoo.
not a
You can
trio.
cry about it. I'm gonna be on top of the world with the Elite as they are the trios tag champions. Again.
I mean, I'm gonna put this into the ether. House of Black defeats them at Revolution for the titles. It's House of Black.
I mean, House of Black is a really good team, but
That's
Revolution,
that team.
I don't know. That's a little soon. Well,
Like
actually,
2
it's not that
months.
soon. Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Like, what do you mean?
I forget that it's already January, or it's only January.
Literally
Like
January 12th. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th, y'all. When this comes out.
Friday the 13th.
I might honestly because I'll be at my friend's house, so I might.
Yeah. There you go. I might do the same. But yeah, that's my tag team. Katie, it's your turn now.
We need complete silence for Katie's Mans of the Week. We'll get there. Don't worry.
I'll give her the complete silence.
We are on the womans right now. And that's crazy. We already brought her out. My woman is Rhea Ripley. Can you believe?
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
The leader of Judgment Day.
The actual leader of Judgment Day had a fantastic match against Candice, and that just like the memories of when Rhea and Candice held it down for Team Rhea and won the first women's war games. Fun memories. But now they're fighting, and it was a great match, and I was so happy. And they're just really proving my point that they're building Rhea up. They're building her up to win the Rumble, which we will do our picks and shit next week, right? Let me just double check myself here.
Okay.
Let me double check.
I think it is next week.
Actually, no, we're gonna do it in 2 weeks because the
2
Rumble's in the
I'm missing
28th. So,
That's so late.
in 2 shows, we will be doing Rumble predictions because then we're doing it like right before the Rumble, so get them as close as we can.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, of course it's Rhea Ripley. Like that's my girl. She's my
She
only
should have won the Rumble. Actually, well, okay. Actually, I forgot that the last time she almost won the Rumble was with Bianca, but I wasn't upset that Bianca won. I fucking love Bianca. So.
That and like that's. I'll get into storytelling about all of that in 2 weeks when we do Rumble picks. Yeah. But yeah, my pick for this week, Rhea motherfucking Ripley.
I have 2.
Okay.
And one of them is the same as yours. It is Rhea Ripley because she won the match. She's the leader of Judgment Day. It's fact, not fiction. And then also, I'm giving it to Candice also because, again, I love me some Candice LeRae, all right? And she absolutely, great match, like you said. And again, like I mentioned earlier, it takes 2 to tango. You can't have a good match without, one or the other. So big congrats to these ladies. Of course, like how you said, they're building up Rhea. Hopefully they'll be also building up Candice at some point. I want Candice with some gold. The fact that she has not had, other than tag titles, I will say that she hasn't had the tag titles, but like a singles title, like come on now, this is long overdue for Candice.
Jesus said Rhea's not winning because he's gonna help Bayley win the Rumble. Sorry, Jesus, we'll fight. I swear.
Like Jesus, Katie will get you.
I'll figure it out. I'll get to you somehow. All right, Mans of the Week. I have 2 picks. I'll save the obvious one for last. I'm gonna give it to the American Dragon Jake Long, Bryan Danielson, which hell of a name. Loved him in Takeshita, even though MJF stole Matt's gimmick on live TV. Can you believe the gall, the gumption?
I was like, I like inaudibly gasped. I was like, oh.
I heard him say it because like that's how like I say Takeshita's name before I say it incorrectly. I'm putting it in quotes, like the non Matt Ritter way. So like I say take a shitta like to sound it out in my head, and then I heard that rat bastard say it, and I was just like, "Oh, Matt's gonna be pissed." And then of course I saw people like tweeting at Matt Just like, wow, can you believe he really did that to you? So Matt's gonna have a field day tomorrow talking about this. I will not be there, but I will be in the chat cheering him on in support.
I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know what my plans are. I don't think I have plans. If I don't, and I'm able to tune in, I think I'll tune in too, just to see what he got to say about that. Because usually I'll watch on YouTube because I can't really make it live a lot of the times.
It's late for you. You're a child. I understand.
That or I'm busy. Like randomly on Friday nights when I'm like, gonna go out somewhere. I'm like, well, what am I gonna fucking say no? So
I mean, true, free stuff. You can get free food usually. So
yeah, or just going to hang out. Yeah, or just hanging out with family. Like, you wanna go to your Theo's house? I'm like, sure. I like going there.
Family time.
It's usually free food.
When in doubt, free food always. Yeah. But my second pick, I'll even bring it back out. This is also for the people who say he never moves. This little tiny man right here. Again, watch the videos because they're way more entertaining. Little baby Adam Cole baby. Boom. He came back, like I said, and all is right with the world. He made me cry. He made me question whether he was actually going to retire, and then I cried harder because, like, if this man retires, I'm done with everything. I'm changing my name. I'm fleeing the country. I'm doing everything. I would have not been okay if Adam Cole retired last night. I've said it multiple times on this podcast already. I would not have been okay. But he didn't. He said he's back and he's okay. And he kind of figured things out. And everyone in the locker room better be put on fucking notice. And, like, I need Adam Cole to hold gold in 2023. I don't care what title it is. Preferably the world title, because, like, that would be, like, ideal. But this man's better win some gold this year. You, little baby Adam Cole, I'm talking to you. You need to win gold, because, like, you can't have the promo like that and the pop he got, because, again, he's been gone for 6 months. We've been completely in the dark with him and his status, rightfully so, because that was a lot going on with him. But, like, we have been waiting for some kind of news about him, and then the man himself said, "Ayo, bitches, I'm back," and then, as Jesus said in the chat earlier, call an ambulance, but not for me. So, my second pick is Wool Baby Adam Cole. So,
I have the hiccups.
She said, I have the hiccups.
I'm trying to suppress them.
She's gonna say.
And if I talk, they'll get loud, so I was trying to hold my breath for a bit. I'll try and control it. But, I was hoping, obviously as a Jericho fan, I'm Y2 Garcia, so makes sense. I was kind of hoping that Jericho would hold on to the title, and then Adam Cole, I said this before, that I would hope Adam Cole would come back and then beat him. And then
the ROH title, yeah.
Yeah, maybe at Revolution, where, unfortunately Adam Cole kind of fell short in a title reign, or a title match. So I was like, it'll be perfect, full circle moment. But of course, the biggest thing was, will Adam Cole be back by then? Well, now he is, good thing. But now I'm thinking, dude, especially if he's back as a babyface, I don't know, man, maybe some rat bastard needs to get a story told by Adam Cole. And Adam Cole will take MJF's title, finally getting the world championship. And it's not from Hangman, so I don't have to go against it.
Honestly.
Speaking of Hangman. Well, actually, I'll get to that. But I have 2 picks also. I know you picked the American Dragon, Jake Long. Like you said, fantastic name.
That's what his name is. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you say American Dragon, it's Bryan Danielson who it's Jake Long.
The American Dragon, Jake Long, Bryan Danielson. That's his full legal name. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Like, if I see his ID, it has to say that.
It will say it.
I'm actually going to give it, one of my picks, to his opponent from that match, Konosuke Takeshita, because the kid, honestly, I say kid, I don't even know how fucking old he is. He's probably,
I'll look
but
it up.
like look it up while Katie's looking it up.
Hi, Justin. Sorry.
What's up, Justin? No, I want to say hi too. The man has fucking skill, and I'm so glad that there's been times where he's gotten to show that skill, but it's usually he's fallen short. I'm like, dude, I think he can, pick up some wins, that it's not just like on Dark or something. Like, let him win on Dynamite. Let him, I want, of course, I would like some goal on him at some point, but like it would, you know, he's a really good wrestler. I didn't watch him. I don't really watch DDT. I've only seen like a couple of Kenny's matches, a couple of Kota's matches, and I
Mm.
don't keep up with it like I do with New Japan. But you know, so I didn't see any of like Takeshita's work in DDT, but I kind of want to go back and try and look for some because he's really talented in the ring and I just want more for him. I'm like I want more for him than just, you know, going up against a great wrestler like American Dragon Jake Long, Bryan Danielson,
Exactly.
but only to come up short. Like of course he was like a roadblock just to get Danielson towards Revolution. I'm like, look, you could have picked someone else, you know?
I mean, well, next week it's Bandito, so
Yeah, that's true. But like the fact that Takesha was just like a roadblock that obviously that Danielson was obviously gonna hop over, you know? Just
yeah. I mean, it sucks, sadly. By the way,
but
Takeshita is 27.
oh, that's still young. That's still, I'd say that's fairly young. But
He's a year
not a
older than
kid.
me, basically.
I understand. Not a kid though, because you call me a baby, so there's no
Well,
way. I
yeah,
feel like if
you're
you,
a fetus, so.
but then you have like Sky Blues like younger than me.
Dude,
Oh,
I don't want to talk
yeah.
about that. Jesus
But
said
yes,
I'm older than him. What the fuck? Oh yeah. Also,
yeah.
let me just like quickly, briefly go through this chat here. Matt said Bailey's not winning because he's gonna help Shotzi win the Rumble. Adam Cole is going to win the win AW World Champ. Yeah, AW World Champion. I agree. And Jesus told Matt he's gonna distract him with horror porn, so he won't be able to help Shotzi. um, Justin Gedjo said he's going. Adam Cole is going to kill MJF in promo, expose MJF as a jobber of a wrestler and just a mouthpiece. Pause. I hate you, Justin. And then Savannah's like 6.
According
So,
to Jesus.
according to Jesus.
Um, but yeah, I'm hoping maybe Adam Cole will, you know, take the title up MJF. Like I don't know who else it would be, especially now that Adam Cole's cleared. Like, just do it. Do it. Give me what I want. Again, and again, it's not like it's not against Hangman, so I can go for Adam Cole this time. But speaking of my pick or my other pick is my cowboy, my man's is my I don't know, thinking of a third term, my guy, Hangman Adam Page. I'm giving him my other pick. He had a really good opening match. Of course, he's the opener. Why am I not fucking surprised? Hangman's always the opener. Really good match against Jon Moxley. The build up to this match was very like I don't know, like I really liked it. This was just my personal opinion. I really liked it because it was really kind of showing. Like, I really thought this should have been on Revolution because it's like very pay per view worthy, and it was like, you know, Hangman was coming back from like this injury where he's talked about where he was struggling to get cleared, but there was moments where he didn't give a shit if he wasn't cleared and just kept going to attack Moxley, and then oh my god, I rewatched the backstage segment where he gave us an update on what happened that exact night when he got hurt, and he said that like he was kind of starting to remember things in the beginning, that like he knew where he was, he knew what he was doing, he knew what his name was, all that. But
Mm-hmm.
when they asked him, you know, they asked him like, hey, you got a lot of missed call on your phone, you want to like check, you know, go on your phone, we need your password. But they saw on his lock screen it was his baby, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, is that your son? Like, he's so cute. Like, what's his name?" And he couldn't tell him his son's name. I was like, "Oh my god, man, you're breaking my damn heart here." That is, and like he, like you could like view the emotion in his face. Oh my god, like I loved the build up to this match. And he came out with the win. He got his redemption over Mox. No one, well, okay, I'll get to it, but no one got only got shoot injured. Apparently, after the match, Jon Moxley appeared to be injured, but I believe I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I am absolutely sorry. I do not mean to disregard anyone's health or their injuries, but by the looks of it, especially because they were showing everything and the commentators were talking about it. Like if you look at what happened here versus what happened with Hangman, it seems very storyline like. But again, if I'm wrong, I take everything back. I am not here to like disregard Mox's health or anything.
Maybe he's
But it
finally
seemed
going on
like
vacation.
yeah, I think Mox is finally going on vacation, so I'm like,
Come
good
on.
for him. But that also tells me that this feud with Hangman and Mox is far from over. Like, it's not over, you know? Maybe we're gonna end the trilogy pretty soon, where, you know, we finally, and maybe we'll get like a nice good stipulation with it, you know, like a no DQ match or
You get
some
that match at
other.
Revolution. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So like, if that's the case, chef's kiss. I love it. But yeah, good story, good build up. Happy that Hangman's back. Happy that he's okay. Uh, as you guys could tell, I'm not. I'm the Hangman to Katie's Adam Cole Bebe for a reason. All right,
And
like
he's right here.
yeah. I have a little. I have little Adam pages, Hangman pages to show you, but they're all on my wall, which I love that wall. It's my Hangman shrine. But yeah, I love me some Hangman, and it's good to see him back and well. So Hangman is my other pick.
I feel like we had some solid picks there.
Yeah, we did.
Ow, my chest. Now let's get to the question of the week.
Yes, we've had this question ready for since last week. No.
We did, yes. Because I brought up how, like, there are terrible wrestlers or wrestlers terrible to us, like wrestlers we do not care for, but have very catchy and very badass themes. So we decided, to figure out good themes from our terrible wrestlers and our terrible themes from some of our favorite wrestlers.
Yes.
So I literally was like scouring my mind and like the internet.
This one's gonna take me some thinking. Maybe I'll have to look up like a playlist of entrance music just to kind of see. But there was a couple that I was able to kind of get off the top of my head.
So I only had one for like our favorite or good wrestlers that have a bad theme or a theme that just like I don't really like.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm going Damage Control because like the entirety of the group, like I like it, but I feel like it could be more for them, especially because like they did come back as like this supposed, they're not really showcasing it, but like they were supposed to be like this badass trio to take over the women's division, and it's kind of been lackluster, and I guess the theme is kind of representative of that. But that's legit like the only one I could think of because I was just like thinking about the people I like. I was like, no, I like that theme. I like that theme. It's good. Matt, how dare you? He said Alexa's current theme. I love Avril Lavigne. I can't.
Okay. I can't believe Matt and I are gonna agree, but honestly, I don't really like Alexa's theme either. I really liked her old theme a lot better. Like nothing against Avril Lavigne, but like I'm just like for Alexa, I'm just like I like her old theme a lot better. Like I wouldn't put.
You guys are breaking my heart. I love Avril Lavigne.
I know. I'm sorry, but
But yeah, that's like legit the only one I could think of for like my favorite wrestler.
That was one of them, but since Matt brought it up, I was like, you know, I guess, you know, I felt like, okay, now I can talk about it. But the other one I have, this is actually, that was for a wrestler who I like, but not their theme. The other one that I had off the top of my head is the opposite one, where I didn't like them as a wrestler, but
like
their theme song, I fucking loved it. And this counts because it's a different persona, so a different company, but I'm going to give it to Sasha Banks. I know I said I'm going to give a clean slate now for Mercedes, that still applies. But when she was Sasha Banks in the WWE, I really didn't like her that much.
You didn't? But, okay. Never mind.
But I really liked her theme. I loved it so much. Especially, I know some people who didn't like the remix that much. I liked both, but like I loved the remix also. Like during COVID, funny story. Well, not even that funny, but still. During COVID, like it was my first, like my semester had gotten cut short. It was right when the peak of COVID started, and we went from in person to online after spring break. So we were just, you know, having our final projects, final assignments online. And I remember one assignment, I waited for the absolute last minute to do it. And I spent the entire day, I'm not even joking, I started like at 8 a.m. and I didn't finish it until like 8 minutes before it was due. And I believe it was due at midnight. In my defense, I did take a small break to watch Raw because it was the same Raw that Becky Lynch announced she was pregnant. Fun fact.
That was the 316.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Still not.
Wow. So, I had a playlist just of music to play on a loop, like of different songs, so that way I didn't have to go searching for them. And her Sasha Banks's remix theme song was on that playlist, and I wouldn't skip it. I was like, oh hell yeah, it's this song again. Sky's the limit.
I mean, cause I don't push 'em out. Like, it's a great song.
Yeah,
It hit.
maybe like the remix that has a special like place in my heart because when the Snoop Dogg rap part came, the first time he did that was at WrestleMania, the one I was at. Like that was like I was in the audience when they first. So yeah, but still, it fucking slaps. I'm like, I even like there's a version on YouTube. I downloaded it. For the longest time, my alarm was Sasha Banks's theme, but it was piano. Like someone took like her theme and like just did it on the piano. It is so beautiful. And so I made that my alarm for years. I think for my younger sister who doesn't even watch wrestling anymore, she hasn't watched it for years, but it's still her alarm. And I even like for Sasha Banks' theme song, like not the remix or the original one, is her ringtone. And she doesn't watch wrestling anymore. She used to, but she stopped. And it's still her ringtone. So I'm like, that has to say a lot about a theme song. If someone who doesn't watch wrestling anymore, who doesn't really care about it, you know, that's her
they're
alarm.
still using
it's her
it,
ringtone. Yeah.
Let's see. Jesus said, back to Alexa, the evil is mine, better than Avril. Well, you guys were rude. He also said Johnny Gargano's current theme. I agree, because Rebel Heart should always be sung by the original singer, because it's...
That is very true. I'll use that one as one of my own also. I loved Rebel Heart, the original one.
Yeah, like, it was on my Spotify. It was crazy. Matt said Judgment Day and the Judgment Day remixes. Yeah, same thing with Brutality. This Is My Brutality was meant for a female voice. And now, I mean, yeah, I like the Screamo stuff, but, like, you got rid of it, and I like the old one.
I'm trying to look up theme songs.
Yeah, you're good. Matt also said Ciampa's theme after No One Will Survive. Yeah, because No One Will Survive was a hit. Like, it was so good.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, he also said Dexter Loomis's theme. And then Jesus said, isn't Dexter's theme the Stranger Things theme? No, it's not. I guarantee they did not get the rights to that song. And then Leave Brutality Alone. She got her favorite band to sing her entrance music. I know. And then they changed it. Disrespectful.
It's hard because there's a lot of, like, wrestlers that I do like, but like their theme. Actually, I can think of one for you. Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Darby Allin. You said you don't care for him, but you love his theme.
That was the top of my list, yeah. I Fell, hell of a song. It's on my Spotify playlist. But I just can't stand Darby.
I mean, I'm not like in love with Darby, but I don't hate him either. Like I've done merch pics of Darby's. I've dressed up as him for Halloween.
Yeah, so. I've done like the Darby pics, and I'm just like kind of. I guess I'm just over him at this point. I guess.
I get that. I get you. Honestly, like back to the indifference. Does that count? Can it be someone you're indifferent about, but you kind of enjoy their theme song?
I mean, sure. I mean, this question just kind of goes all over the place.
Like, cause the rat bastard himself, I like his theme.
Really?
Catchy, little snazzy. Yes, I do. But I don't know how honestly don't know how I feel about him. I very like in the middle, cause sometimes I'm like, this dude's hilarious, but then I'm also like, this dude needs to be quiet. But I do like this theme. Unpopular opinion, I like this theme.
Matt said top of his list for people he doesn't like with banger themes, The Elite. Yeah, because they stole the theme song from Supernatural.
It's always been on their list to do that. It's not like, oh, what do we like? I don't even think they've seen Supernatural.
That's blasphemous. Blasphemy. Blasphemous. I say. Love Wayward Son because of Supernatural.
I heard Carry On Wayward Son from South Park. That's when I first heard the song.
Jesus said they stole the theme song from Dan the Dad. I don't know if he's talking about Kenny's New Japan or Wayward Sons. And then Justin just says, agree. Another one.
There's wrestlers. Okay, yeah, here's a good one. Again, I'm looking through a playlist.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest fan of FTR. Kind of facts. I've said it before, but I do love their theme. It's like
the '80s vibe.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
it hits.
Yeah, I'm just like vibing with it. I'm like, you know what? Like I could fuck with this thing. With this song.
I'm not a big Miz fan, but
Oh
like
my god.
Came to Play, great
Here's the thing
song.
though. I love the Miz, so I can't even say that.
Yeah,
That
you
doesn't
can't
count for
say
me.
that. It doesn't count for
I
you.
can't. It doesn't count. But oh my god, yeah, I agree though. I love his theme song. It's you know, when I love wrestlers' theme songs, at least I used to do this. I would buy them on iTunes, and the Miz's is one of them. So
That's
it's on my freaking
dedication.
iTunes.
Matt said he doesn't like them changing Orange Cassidy's theme from the bow chicka bow chicka bow bow best friends, which I agree because like that theme slaps.
I fucking love that. I was gonna again. I think of themes that I like, but then I remember I like the wrestlers. I like the best friend, so I'm like, dang it, I can't use that. Dun 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 dun.
Bow chicka bow
Yeah,
best friend.
Best friend.
Dude, it's great.
Like,
Jericho too. Have to admit, Judas's banger.
oh,
Yeah,
doesn't count for me either. I fucking love Jericho, but again, Judas is a freaking baby.
I will say it was on my spot. It is on my Spotify playlist, but every once in a while I just skip it because like I just can't because I hear it
like
every
Jericho.
week. I'm like, God damn it.
Jericho. I do honestly. I kind of get that. Like, I kind of catch myself skipping it. So sometimes I'm like, I feel like listening to it. I'll put it on, but I'll catch myself skipping it sometimes because I'm like, dude, I hear this almost weekly.
Every week.
But I mean, I listen to other Fozzy songs to make up for it. So.
Another one I have is so like I'm kind of just like over Matt Hardy and everything he's doing, but like the Hardy Boys theme has always been one of my favorite songs in wrestling just because like the beat is so crazy, so that's definitely one of them.
Freaking Get Show. I think Wayward Son is a song played at an AA meeting. Not a hater, just not into the song. I mean, fair enough. I'm not gonna judge what music you like. I love the song. I liked it before. Like I said, I heard it on South Park. I thought it was catchy, and then of course, lo and behold, the Elite wanted to use it for their entrance music. But I like the song.
Adam Cole's second NXT theme when he turned on UE sucked. I don't even remember what that theme was.
I don't remember that.
I mean, Adam Cole has had 3 fantastic banger songs.
Yeah.
Something For You from Ring of Honor, Undisputed Era's theme, and then You Know It's All About the Boom.
Oh, you could do it too. Honestly, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but when Saraya was Paige, I didn't really like her theme song. I was just like, like.
Okay, I mean,
it was just kind of.
I can get that.
I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I'm like, okay.
I understand that. Also, I hate Karrion Kross. Love Scarlett, but like Fall and Pray, kind of hits.
Good song.
I think Scarlett's like Scarlett doing like the build to like the drop, crazy. Yeah. It's a good headbanger song.
I'm trying to think. I am really trying to think. Again, it's just hard when I think of a theme and then I'm like, wait, I like these guys.
That's how I was. I literally was going through the roster pages online and being like, no, I like them and I like their theme. Fuck.
Yeah. I'm just like.
Does UE's theme count if you don't like 3/4 of the team? Jesus.
I hope that the one that he does like is Adam Cole, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I don't want Jesus to get hands from you.
No, that was Matt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I understand. Well, nobody likes Robert Fish Sr. the Fourth. Like, nobody likes him. Matt said he loves Shotzi, but not her theme. Her theme, I can agree with that. Welcome to the ball pit. I don't even know those words. That's all I got. Justin said Triple H's, it's all about the game. Thumbs down, Triple H, my time, eggplant emoji. Listen, both themes are great, but my time is superior. Like, it's time we all talk about this. I'm just saying, like, King of Kings is great, but like my time, hell of a theme.
Like, this is hard.
Again, you had a week to think about this.
I know, but like even then, I'm just like I couldn't think of anything then, and now I'm just like.
Now she's panicked.
I'm not panicked.
She's panicked at the disco.
I can't. I do love that song. Not the song, but the band.
I've seen them live. It was a great time in my life.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It was
My
a good
sister and
time.
I are trying to do that. We're trying to watch them live.
I need to go to a concert. Off topic, but I need to go to a concert bad. It's been too long. I already said all the ones I had. I'm gonna try and think of a few. Oh God, two at the same time. Jesus said Christian's AEW theme, which is a ripoff of his TNA theme, which was a ripoff of an Evanescence theme, sucks. Jesus, there's layers to that one. Justin said not feeling the champ is here, but Dr. Thugonomics. Listen, as my goat John Cena, can never have a bad theme, but I will say, Word Life, Dr. Thugonomics, kind of hit. It, like, a little more.
I like both.
Yeah, I mean, 100% love both. Like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah, like it's iconic. It's iconic. Like even non-wrestling fans know that song.
Truth. Matt said Mox's theme I never liked. Kind of like Mox. It doesn't fit Mox.
I like. I mean, I can kind of see not fitting Mox, but I do like Wild Thing, and I like Mox, so it doesn't count.
Every time I hear Wild Thing, I think of Major League. Like
it was
every
pretty
single
fucking
time.
cool to see. It was cool to see that shit live. Not gonna lie.
Well,
and Mox was right there.
If AEW ever decides to fucking come back to Pittsburgh, then yeah, I'm gonna go. Like they're
actually coming to El Paso.
Yeah, I know they're coming to El Paso. They're gonna be in Ohio soon. Like, are you kidding?
They're going to Dayton before El Paso.
They're going like the way they travel doesn't make any sense.
They're going from Ohio to El Paso, but they are gonna stay in Texas and go to Laredo.
But then they're also doing like Lexington, and then like they're just going like random places. Like they're making like a star on the map or something.
Maybe that's what Tony Khan wants to do. He's like, oh, it'd be cute if we did a star based off our travel.
Man, fuck them. Stupid. I just want to go to another show. They need to announce new cities already. I agree. Bucks theme and ROH Super Kick Party is what Justin said.
Again, it's hard because I like the Bucks, obviously, and I like their theme, so it doesn't count for me.
Nikki Cross's theme before she became Nikki ASH. Not into the Bullet Club theme, but the GOD theme. Yo, slap your mama.
Honestly, I do like Gorillas of Destiny's theme better than Bullet Club's, I will say. Oh, here's a good one. I actually kind of like Jay White's theme, but of course I don't like Jay White.
I know you don't like Jay White.
You know I don't like Jay White, but I do like this theme.
Matt said Corbin's Lone Wolf theme.
Ooh, I remember that. That one's good. Maybe that does count because I really didn't like Baron Corbin. I liked, as sad as it is. Obviously, it's storyline, so I don't feel that bad. But like when he was like depressed Corbin, broke Corbin,
broke ass Baron Corbin. That was the best.
Yeah, that was, and he fucking made a GoFundMe, or someone made a GoFundMe.
Yeah, someone made a GoFundMe for bum ass, broke ass Baron Corbin. I was just like, what are we doing here?
That's what it was.
Like, what are we doing, people?
I fucking loved it. I liked.
I never really liked, like, I did like the theme, but I was never a big Corbin.
Jesus.
I saw. I'm not reading it.
I'm trying to look at my wall, but it's not easy because again,
you have all people you like on your wall. That doesn't like.
Yeah, but all the things I happen to like as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you like their themes though, so it's not gonna really help you.
It doesn't help me in this case.
And like the majority, like some of the themes, like of people I like, I don't necessarily hate, but like they're not just like. They're not my favorite.
Yeah, I get you.
Like, or like they've had themes before that are better than like their current ones. Jesus said Jeff Jarrett's theme. So does that mean you're saying you like Jeff Jarrett or you're liking Jeff Jarrett's theme? Jesus. And then Justin said Billy Kidman's theme was better than him. Jesus.
Ooh, I have one. I got a good one. I don't know why I didn't think of this either. Mr. CM Punk. Can't fucking stand that guy anymore. But guess what? I do love me some Cult of Personality.
Cult of Personality. It's also on my playlist.
It is on my playlist. It's on again.
Great song.
And I'm not gonna lie, it was really cool to see him walk. Like it was cool to see a CM Punk match. Like I will say, like watching a CM Punk match live is just something else.
Yeah,
But
isn't that you have the luxury of saying that you have witnessed a CM Punk match live.
I know, well, yeah, and that's why I got so scared about Adam Cole because I've never had the pleasure of seeing Adam Cole live. Hopefully, he'll be in El Paso. Maybe that'll change. But holy shit, when I was thinking he was retiring, I was like,
I know. If I was like, I've only got to see Adam Cole. Actually, I've seen Cole got twice. Um, NXT, and then um, Rampage.
uh, Matt, all I read was just Punk. You mean Punk? Yeah, the Punk. That's all I could see.
I hated Imperium's theme when they were about to come up to the main roster. I like the dun, dun, I love it. Well, I mean, but I kind of fucks with Imperium. Like, especially Gunther. We fucks with Gunther. So, like, I love their theme. So that's one, like, I can't do. Oh, he said he doesn't care for JEFFJARRETT, but he likes his theme.
I'm still trying to think of.
Didn't Tyler Bate get a new theme song? Maybe? I do not know. Jesus said their first one was good. I didn't like the newer one after, the one they debuted at Stand and Deliver. I don't even remember. It's like Butch's main roster theme. I agree. I concur. I don't know why I'm just having an issue thinking of more.
Again, it's just because a lot of the ones I think you either like and you like the wrestler and their theme, or you don't like them and you don't like their theme either.
Exactly.
It's hard to find. It's hard to find like an in between.
Yeah, like Jesus said, "Brie mode."
Oh my god, I don't like that song. I like the Bella / Nikki Bella's. I like that one.
You can look, but you
but
can't
not
touch.
Yeah.
You can look, but you can't touch. I don't remember the rest of the words. I'm gonna be honest with you. See, now I'm just thinking of theme songs I liked, and that was a whole thing we already did.
Yeah, we already did theme songs we liked.
I know, but like now more are just like flooding in my head that I've liked. That I probably didn't even mention on that episode.
It'll be much easier for me to name theme songs of wrestlers I do like, obviously.
Oh, that exactly. Like that's a different story. Oh my god. I honestly don't know.
I think honestly, I think we have to stop there. What else we can?
Yeah, I can't think of. Yeah, I'm racking the brain.
We're gonna end the show. We're gonna end the show, and I'm gonna think of all these other ones.
She will, but you all can let us know your favorite wrestler with a theme you do not like, or your least favorite wrestler with a theme you kind of fucks with. You can let us know. Yeah. But I think we'll just end the show there.
Yeah.
He said Brock, Charlotte, Rick. Charlotte, I don't know how I necessarily feel about Charlotte's new theme.
It's hard to say.
I love the NWO theme, but fuck Hogan. That's also very true. Hulk Hogan.
That's true. NWO theme fucking slaps.
It does. And Hogan's a piece of trash. So like we understand.
Well, and also I like his like Hogan's like actual theme.
The Real American.
Real American. Yeah.
Honestly, I did listen to that a lot as a kid for some reason before like I knew Hogan was a piece of shit.
But because my dad would always play, this was before I even started watching wrestling. My dad would always play Hogan's, Shawn Michaels, Goldust, so many like old school WWF wrestler themes I happen to know because of my dad who would just play them. Like I didn't realize I was talking about Shawn Michaels being a sexy boy when I was like 4.
True.
But lo and behold. That's what I was doing.
Matt said she would. She is from Texas.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
I'm not.
isn't it just like a law? You have to like Shawn Michaels if you live in Texas.
I don't think it's a law, but I mean, I do like him, so.
I mean, there are weirder laws in Texas.
Like, you can't gamble.
Exactly.
Like, not even just like the 21 rule, like where you have to be 21. Like, no, you can't gamble, period, in Texas. Which is
Jesus said
kind of
you have
weird.
to like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's true. Except, surprisingly, that's not one of the theme songs that my dad would play for me. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, because it was just
Okay.
glass shattering and it probably scared the shit out of you as a kid. Oh, he meant I
um.
am a real American.
Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess Texans are kind of give off that vibe.
That not
Let's
as big HB
see.
is
I'm trying.
awesome.
Oh, Triple H's theme song. It's all about the game. I think that's what it's.
Yeah.
Edge's theme. That's one I grew up with
Okay.
before wrestling was in my life. Do you know Eugene? Like everyone would like wave their hands around when he enters. I know his theme because of my dad. Yeah.
That gimmick should not have been a thing. That's.
But I didn't like again. I didn't know it.
Oh, well, I know.
My dad.
I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't know. Oh, the $1 Million Man. Like I listened to his theme too. There was another theme.
Oh wait, I thought of
Uh,
another one. I don't really
okay.
fucks with Shane McMahon, but Here Comes the Money.
Here comes the
I love it.
money.
Money,
Here
money, money.
comes the
Yeah.
money. That's true. I can concur with that one. Um,
And then Matt said, "Oh, Kane's
there's
theme, but
this
fuck Glenn." Facts.
true. I'm gonna like I have another one, but oh my god, I'm so scared to mispronounce his name. I'm just not gonna do it.
Well, now you have the interest of the class peaked, so
Okay, again, keep in mind I literally see nothing of this group. I just heard their theme song, and even that it could be wrong. The fabulous, forgive me, Rogu brothers. Rougeau. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but
I
they
don't
would
even
like
know how
their
to
theme was
pronounce
like
that.
All American Boys, All American Boys.
I don't
That
even know
was
what that.
another thing.
Um,
That okay, thanks to my dad. That I know that one.
Rue. Fuck. See, Jesus put a
Ruju.
yeah,
Ruju.
Ruju.
Rojo. Ruju.
See, you
Rujo.
saying the spelling it like that Jesus doesn't help us because there's so many ways to pronounce that. I would have thought Rujo. Oh, and then he put another spelling.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, the Honky Tonk Man, of course. That was one.
Okay, everyone can leave me alone with these pronunciations. We're trying our best here.
Just the Honky Tonk Man. I'm cool. I'm cocky. That's another one.
I only know Honky Tonk Bononka Donk by Trace Atkins. That should
No,
have been his theme. Imagine if that song would have came out while
um,
Honky Tonk was alive.
yes, Jesus.
Or not alive, but like
So
wrestling, you know what I mean?
Tonk. Yeah,
Jesus.
Honky Tonk Man's another one that I would listen to as a child. Little did I know these were wrestlers.
You are a child.
Well, when I was a younger child.
There we go.
I think that's it, but I don't know what. I'll have to ask my dad, like, or like borrow his phone. But yeah, a lot of like really old school wrestling themes. Not real. Oh, you know, Shawn Michaels not that old school, but like like Honky Tonk Man. I was like, whoa, or
Yeah.
like even like I didn't know.
She meant to say when she listened to them last week.
Right. Actually, it's kind of sad. I need to download these theme songs on my phone. But like ever since I started driving, obviously I'm not driving with my dad anymore, so I don't hear them anymore. But another one I just thought of was Trish Stratus's theme, but when she was a manager, so it's like one of her first themes.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. So like,
That-
I
Yeah.
a lot of older wrestlers, like not older wrestlers, older wrestling themes. I know a lot of because of my dad.
My God.
But yeah, it was Little did I know, like I remember my sister, and it was a long time ago. My sister and I would listen to them on our iPod shuffles, like not the square one that they came out with again, like in 2011 or something, like the old, like the rectangles, the rectangular iPod shuffles that you would clip right there. We would sit on the swing outside and swing for hours on end, blasting music through our headphones on our iPod shuffles listening to I am a real American. And little did we know what we were actually referring to when we were doing that.
Yeah. And then the last one before we start signing off here. Jesus
Yes.
said, Brother Devon's entrance music. Oh, testify. How dare you? It was good.
Testify.
Xavier Woods would have a lot to say about that. He loves that theme. If you ever watch him play anything like...
Yeah. He will use it.
Oh, he said he liked it. Okay. But that means you didn't like Brother Devon. How dare you?
Yeah. The tables. I would tell my sister that when we set up tables for like a gathering. Say, get the table.
Alright. People world. Thank you all so much for watching, listening, specifically watching, because people...
You should watch. Like, if you're listening, turn it off and go watch.
Yeah, honestly, on God, do it. Obviously, thank you to everyone who was here in the chat. Jesus, Matt, Justin, Alice, and Will. Y'all know who you are. Thank you very much. Savannah, tell the people where they can find you, what you've been up to, all of that fun stuffs.
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at y2garcia_. If there's no underscore, it's not me. That mistake has been made. What I have going on, it's not on hiatus. It's just been a while. I'm still trying to find another episode concept for Light the Fuse. I really want to do something else. I just need an idea. I'm a little stumped right now.
It'll come to
you. But I'll have one as soon as possible. And then, New Japan Takeover is finally back. This past, what was it? Sunday? Monday?
Monday.
We got a new episode out. It actually is doing a lot better than I thought. It has over 130 views already.
Yeah,
I'm a little shocked. I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm not complaining because that's 136 people, or maybe some at the same time. I who watched again, but still, 136 views, not bad. But so it is back. I had my good friend Lana, who is new to the New Japan world. She's kind of starting to get her feet in the water of that. But she watched Wrestle Kingdom, and that's what we recapped. So, yeah, you should go check that out. Unless you're Matt and do not want to see us marking out over Kenny, because there's a lot of that. I want to see at least a good 25 minutes is about Kenny alone. But it's still, I think you should check it out, like Kenny or not. I thought it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So that's what you should do. You should check it out.
And while you're over there, you can click the link tree in my bio at KDRassin13 on Twitter. It'll take you to all things ShElite Showcase. So, like the twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase, typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, as you can see us live, and the fun we have. Usually with pre-shows, sometimes post-shows. Like, there's not gonna be one today because, like, I'm exhausted and have to pack and do things.
Yeah.
But sometimes we have post-shows, so you can hang out with us for those. YouTube.com/ShElite Showcase. Again, videos. Way more entertaining. You can see all the shenanigans that happened on my screen today.
You can see little baby Adam Cole.
You can see the little baby Adam Cole, who has moved from his quote-unquote corner, and it's not a corner.
What? It's not a corner.
It's not a corner. He's just been vibing on my desk. on my record player in front of my Polaroid. So, like, there's the setup, guys. Congratulations. Now you know. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcast, if you want to listen to the show and all the things we do. ShElite's the weekly show that we do that you're listening to and watching right now. Hi, how are you? Inside the Mind is an interview series I do with other podcasters. The newest episode, the first one of the year, with Miss Krista B of Those Wrestling Girls, is out. It also came out on Monday. I just don't know where my hair tie went. That's awesome. Ironically enough, I had Queen PR, who's the other half of Those Wrestling Girls, to start out 2022, and the other half, Krista B, to start out 2023. Did not mean for that to happen, but it happened. So you can check out both episodes on the channel while you're there. And then, all the other stuff we've done this past year. check everything out. It'll be great. You can also check out the latest Young Kings Wrestling, where I was helping out the advocate Reek, even though he doesn't show up here, but that's fine. But I was there. We talked about the Vince stuff before the Vince stuff happened. Because, shows happen before things happen. It's a terrible time. And then Getcho, I did that as well with Justin. I could have gotten a trifecta with friend shows this week, but I'm not going to be on Smack in a row. So, could have got all 3 this week, but it's okay. Next time. We'll get them next time, boys. But again...
We'll get them next time.
Yeah, we'll get them in the second half, guys. But again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us, checking out ShElite. We'll see you next week. Until then, bye-bye.